Hello students, welcome to CCLMS. This is Dr. Praveen Dattu, lecturer in zoology, Government Degree College, Mayalavaram. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about the second part of cloning vectors. The objective of this lesson is to discuss in detail about cloning vectors, especially we are going to learn about the bacteriophages and their role as vectors, and we study two different bacteriophages like lambda bacteriophage and M13 phase, and finally we also learn about cosmids. In the previous lesson we discussed about the plasmids as a cloning vector, and in this class we discuss about the remaining other types of cloning vectors, that is bacteriophages and cosmids. So what are bacteriophages? Bacteriophages are nothing but a virus. It's a virus which affects bacteria. So these are basically viruses and they infect bacteria. And these are discovered by two scientists named as Frederick W. Twart from Great Britain in 1915 and Felix from France in 1970. And the word bacteriophage is coined by Herelle. So if you understand the meaning of bacteriophage, it's a combination of two words, bacterio plus phase. Bacteria means bacteria, phase means to eat. Means these organisms, they eat bacteria, they feed on bacteria, they destroy bacteria. That's why it's called bacterial eater. The other name is called bacteriophage. The very meaning of phase is to eat. So bacteriophage means it's a bacterial eater. In the picture you can see this, the structure of bacteriophage, where it is having an hexagonal head-like structure, and that contains DNA followed by a collar connecting long tail, connecting between these head and tail is collar, and they have base plate with the tail fibers. This is the structure of this virus, and this virus can be used as a vector. And this virus undergoes two types of life cycles, that is lytic cycle and lysogenic cycle. These two reproductive cycles are completed in bacteria. And if you see the DNA of this bacteriophage, generally we call it as lambda phase. No, the DNA is linear DNA, linear double-stranded DNA. In the picture you can see it's spirally coiled. It is a linear DNA and it is double-stranded. It contains 12 nucleotides and the length of the DNA is 48.5 kb. The specialty of this DNA is this DNA contains a separate sites called COS sites. COS means COS sites. So on the both ends of the genome a pair of special sites are present. They are called COS sites. They are adhesive, they are sticky in nature. And these bacteriophages, the DNA of this bacteriophage can be used as a vector. Vector, as I told you, they have ability to transfer the genes into host cells. Bacteriophages can also be used as vectors. And in fact, bacteriophages are more efficient than plasmids, because plasmids carry a DNA length of only 15 kb, whereas this bacteriophage can able to transfer genes which are a length of 24 kb. It means they are better and effective functioning. They function effectively when compared with the plasmids. So that is the reason why they are also used as vector. If you look at the genome of bacteriophage, the genome of this bacteriophage, you can see in the picture, it is having two different regions shown here in two different colors. Non-essential region and essential region. These two are the regions present in the genome of bacteriophage. Non-essential region is located in the middle of essential region. This essential region contains genes which are very essential for the survival of this bacteriophage. For example, this essential region contains genes for recombination, reproduction, lysogeny. It codes genes for head and tail proteins. So hence essential region is very, very important. In the middle of the essential region, non-essential region is present, which is located in the middle of the genome. And this region also contains genes, but these genes are no more useful to this bacteriophage. Hence we can remove these genes. Even if you remove the genes from this non-essential region, it will not affect the functioning of the life of the virus. Hence, this non-essential region can be used as vector. It can be exploited to use as a genetic vector. And these lambda phase vectors are two types. One is insertion vectors, the other one is replacement vectors. Now let's go into what is meant by the insertion vectors. Insertion vectors means a gene is inserted in the middle of non-essential region. I told you just now, non-essential region can be exploited as a vector, means that region can be used to transfer the genes. So here a foreign DNA can be inserted in the middle of the non-essential region. Here in this picture you can see this is a non-essential region. The red color shown is, for example, essential region. So here in the middle of the non-essential region, you can cut this non-essential region by using restriction endonucleases, and in the middle you can introduce the foreign gene and you can attach it with the help of ligases. With the help of restriction enzymes, you can cut in the middle of the non-essential region and you can introduce the target gene, a foreign gene. So now the recombination process is completed here. After introducing the target gene, it means here the target gene is inserted here. That is the reason it is called inserted vector. After insertion of this gene, it is done now packed into bacteriophage, and then it is allowed to infect E. coli bacteria, and it is expressed in E. coli bacteria. That is how the insertion vector is functioned. Through this process, 35 kb length DNA can be transferred through insertion vectors. The second one is replacement vector. So in this picture you can see it is also a replaceable region, means non-essential region. Here in replacement vectors, this non-essential region is completely removed, and it is replaced with a target DNA. It is completely removed and replaced with a new DNA. That is the reason it is called replacement DNA, because the foreign DNA is introduced in this non-essential region. Non-essential region is completely removed and it is replaced with the new foreign DNA. Hence it is called replacement vectors. After the replacement of the target gene, now this can be used as a vector. And this DNA can be introduced into the bacteriophage, which is allowed to infect E. coli bacteria. Through this process, genes are transferred into the host cell. That is the reason why bacteriophage is used as an effective vector. The second important vector is M13 phase vector. This is also very, very important genomic vector, cloning vector. So M13 phase virus, basically it is a virus and it is a filamentous bacteriophage. Bacteriophage means it also infects bacteria, especially E. coli bacteria. And like all the viruses, it is also having an outer protein called capsid. And inside that capsid, inside that head region, inside that region, DNA is present. The speciality of M13 phase DNA is it is single stranded and it is circular. Just now I told about the lambda bacteriophage DNA. The lambda bacteriophage DNA is double stranded and it is linear, straight and double stranded. But here M13 phase DNA is circular and single stranded. You must understand this difference. And this M13 phase is male specific. and enters into E. coli bacteria which bear F. pale. In this picture, you can see M13 phase vector. It is single-stranded DNA is present, surrounded by a protein sheath. The outermost body is protected and covered by the protein sheath. And inside the virus, the DNA is single-stranded. And now this DNA can be used as cloning vector. How this is used as a vector? Let us see. So, generally, this virus is single-stranded, but when this virus infects bacteria, the single-stranded DNA becomes double-stranded DNA after it entering into the bacteria. Before it entering into the bacteria, it is linear and single-stranded. But once this virus infects the bacteria, once this virus enters into the bacteria, the DNA immediately turns into a circular and double-stranded DNA. And now this double-stranded DNA is called replicative form. This is very, very important. Simple. The single-stranded DNA becomes double-stranded DNA after it enters into the bacteria. Now this DNA is called replicative form, RF in shortcut. So this replicative form is circular and double-stranded, and it contains 408 base pairs. And this replicative forms contains a special sequence called short intergenic sequence, which is called IS sequence. And this short intergenic sequence or IS sequence now used for gene cloning. And this IS sequence or replicative form can be used to transfer the genes. You can introduce the genes in the middle of this replicative form or in the short intergenic sequence. So as a result, M13 phase can be used as a vector. In the 1979, this vector was constructed by J. Messings and his colleagues in 1979. And this IS sequence, which is present in M13 phase, is now replaced with LAC-Z gene, and the resulting circular DNA was named as M13MP1 vector. See that this IS sequence can be used to transfer the genes. So instead of IS sequence, you can remove the IS sequence and you can replace with other genes. For example, in M13 phase, LAC-Z gene is introduced. LAC-Z gene is introduced. Likewise, M13 phase can be used as a cloning vector. Third important cloning vectors are cosmids. COSMIDS, cosmids. Cosmids is a combination of a plasmid and cos site. In the bacteriophage DNA, a special sites called cos sites are present. Just now I told you about cos sites in the bacteriophage DNA. And these cos sites are sticky in nature. They are cohesive ends. And cosmids are the vectors possessing both the characters of both plasmid and bacteriophages. And these cosmids can also be used as cloning vectors. These cosmids can also transfer genes and introduce in the host cell. Foreign DNA up to 45 kb size can be cloned, can be transferred through cosmid vectors. See, I told you just now, cosmid is a combination of a plasmid and bacteriophage. In the bacteriophage DNA, cos sites are present. We take cos sites from the DNA of bacteriophage and we introduce these cos sites into the plasmid. So what are the features of plasmid? Means origin of the site called origin of replication, ORI site is present in the plasmid. Antibiotic resistance markers sites are present in the plasmid. Multiple cloning sites are present in the plasmid. And the bacteriophage features in the cosmid is cos sites. These four characters are present in cosmid because cosmid is a combination of both plasmid and bacteriophage. So these are the plasmid features in the cosmid, and this cos site is the bacteriophage feature in the cosmid. So that is the reason why cos sites. This is taken, cos sites are taken from bacteriophage, cos sites, plus plasmid, the last three letters here, mid, fused together, cos plus plasmid, cosmid, right? Through using cosmid, you can transfer DNA length of up to 45 kb. See now, plasmids, they carry genes up to a length of 15 kb. Bacteriophage can carry genes up to 24 kb. And cosmids can carry genes up to 45 kb. See in the picture, this is the cos site. This is the cos site taken from the bacteriophage, and this is a plasmid. Now we are introducing the foreign DNA in the middle of the cos sites. The foreign DNA is introduced with the help of restriction endonuclease and ligases, and this foreign DNA was introduced in between cos sites. So this is the cos site, this is the cos site. In between these two cos sites, the foreign DNA is introduced, and it is packed in the bacteriophage, and it is allowed to infect a bacterial cell. Conclusion. Bacteriophages are the viruses that infect bacteria, and these bacteriophages can be used as cloning vectors, that is to transfer the required genes into the host cell. And these bacteriophages are better than plasmids, means they are more efficient than plasmids in carrying genes into the host cell. Plasmids carries gene length up to 15 kb. Bacteriophages carry genes up to 24 kb. And cosmids carries genes up to 45 kb. Means plasmids, bacteriophages are much efficient than plasmids. Cosmids are much efficient than plasmids and bacteriophages. Bacteriophages can be used as vectors. There are two types of vectors, that's insertional vectors and replacement vectors. The DNA, that is non-essential region in the DNA of bacteriophage, can be used to replace or insert genes. And finally, we studied about cosmids. Cosmids is a combination of plasmids and cos sites of bacteriophages, which are much better and efficient cloning vectors to transfer genes into the host cell. Thank you very much for watching this.